les gars différemment. Mais je pense qu'on est prêt. Je pense que tout le monde est excité de finalement commencer la saison. Puis ça va être le fun.
Même si c'est pas la première fois que tu fais ça, ça t'excite-tu encore un petit peu? Es-tu fébrile de commencer une nouvelle saison?
Oui, toujours. Non, je pense que c'est tout le temps. L'été était long un peu, puis je pense qu'on a tout le temps de retrouver les matchs. Les matchs préparatoires, comme je dis, c'est tel que tel. Là. Je pense que c'est pour se remettre un peu dans le bain, mais je pense que ça va compter à partir de demain. Puis c'est tout le temps le fun. Là. Je pense que le feeling ne change pas vraiment, peut-être à part la première fois que tu le fais, qui est un petit peu plus excité, mais je pense que c'est le même feeling. L'excitation est là. On a hâte de retourner et aller chercher des victoires.
Il est-tu meilleur avec moins de blessés, pas mal?
Oui, non, c'est sûr que c'est le fun quand on est capable d'avoir tout le monde dans le line-up. Comme je dis, c'est rare qu'on a cette chance-là. Je pense que ça fait partie un peu de notre business. C'est rare que tu as vraiment un full line-up. Puis je pense que ça devrait être le fun demain.
À ce sujet-là, Mike Matheson, l'an dernier, s'est blessé pendant le camp d'entraînement. Ça avait été difficile pour lui de rattraper un peu son rythme. De le voir en santé comme ça dès le départ, à quel point ça fait une différence de travailler avec lui aussi.
Je pense que ça va être énorme. Je pense que c'est le plus gros morceau de notre défense. Puis je pense de l'avoir dès le match numéro 1, ça va nous aider beaucoup. D'avoir tout le monde en santé, c'est sûr que ça fait une grosse différence. Puis on sait ce qu'il est capable d'apporter sur la patinoire. Ce game changer un peu là, à défense, c'est quelque chose qu'il est capable d'apporter avec sa vitesse, sa vision et tout. Donc ça va être le fun de le voir aller dès le match numéro 1.
C'est quoi la recette pour battre Toronto demain?
Je pense que c'est juste de jouer notre game. Ils ont beaucoup d'offensives, donc il faut faire attention à ce qu'on fait. Il faut bien manager la rondelle. Puis je pense que si on fait ça, on va se donner des chances de gagner.
Merci David. Jeff. No problem. Jake, as we understand, you're going to be the starter for tomorrow against the Maple Leafs.
Yeah.
How do you view the progression you've had throughout this training camp, and how confident are you to start the season?
Yeah, just trying to get a little bit better every day. For me, it's obviously I've been in the league a long time. It's my 16th training camp. You just think you get older, you understand what you need and what you don't need. I think a lot of guys can speak for a lot of guys in this room. A lot of guys that feel fresh, feel optimized, energized, ready to go. By the last 4 or 5 days of camp, you sort of get the itch to just get that over with and start. So, I think we're all excited here, and I can speak for that myself. I'm excited to play.
The year before, you guys had already a few big injuries. How different it is this year?
Yeah, it looks, to see the lineup that we have right now looks great, for us. Obviously, everything on paper doesn't mean anything until you put it on the ice, but I think we're, excited as a group here to have, all the bodies fresh, healthy, ready to go. Knock on wood, it stays like that for the majority of the year. Usually you're going to miss some guys at some point, but for now, we're excited about the group we have in front of us, and it's going to be a fun year.
How will you rate your camp, and what is your main goal for this season?
Play as best as I can for this team. Camp's camp. You just got to be ready to go by game one, and it's a long year. We all know that, but just be a solid presence for this team on and off the ice. I think that's my objective.
You were saying it's your 16th Canada season opener. Is that still pretty special?
Yeah, it's always exciting. If you don't have anxiousness or a bit of nerves or excitement, I think you should check yourself before the game. But any player in the league, I'm sure would say the same thing. It's very exciting. It's been a long time since we've played a really meaningful game. So we're all chomping at the bit to go.
How do you view this experience, knowing that you guys have 3 goaltenders here in Montreal? Is it important to keep everyone involved at this time?
It's definitely different. I think it's different for all of us, not only me. For Sam and Kaiden, and they're both great goaltenders. We get along very well. We just got to put the best foot forward, whoever's in the net, for this group. That's the objective here. There's no one person's better than the other. It's playing for this team and this group, and you just got to manage. Obviously, your practicing is a little bit different. You see Eric, taking guys to one side or another, because sometimes you're sitting around for a little while. So I think he's doing a good job with that, and that's probably the most, be the hardest part, is continue the reps. But it is what it is, and I'm excited to go work with those 2 guys. So,
do you think, as a veteran of this goalie core group, do you think that you have just a little bit more responsibility to keep it positively?
Yeah, you got to keep it light. You got to keep it light. Kaiden's trying to prove himself. Sam proved last year he's a really, really good goalie in this league, and to oversee the whole thing is just be someone to lean on whenever they get in the net. Practices, there's some days you might just not feel great. You might need a little bit of a boost, or a couple of words goes a long way. So for me, it's another responsibility for me, but something I can embrace.
How would you rate the growth of the D group in front of you?
Yeah, it's going to be. I like what I saw in the preseason. Obviously, there's still a lot of room to grow for this whole team, but our D core, Guhle looks like a 10-year veteran right now. I'm really impressed with him, and even a guy like Covey is seems like he's steady as she goes. He's there every day, doesn't really waver, and obviously Arbor's got the upside, so much upside, and Harry's a steady presence back there, and we know what Savvy and Math bring to the table, and obviously JB's trying to get in there and make the most of his opportunity. So I think there's a lot of optimism in that back end. To play behind it, have a first-hand view of it, it's going to be exciting to see where they can go.
Thank you. Take the enough ice time during the a better scenario to start out with the Canadiens in Toronto?
Yeah, it's exciting. I don't think there's anything people think of more, in the NHL than Toronto, Montreal opening night, and really excited to be a part of it. And I think this group's ready to go.
What's your sense of this group coming over from Colorado? What do you see from this team heading into the season?
Yeah, I think we're going to be a hard-working group. I think from what I've experienced so far, I think we're going to be a tough team to play against. I think we're going to work hard every night, and I think we're going to be a team that can surprise a lot of people this year. I think we've got a lot of skill. I think we've got a lot of character in this room, and I'm excited to prove that starting Wednesday.
Being around for a few weeks, what struck you the most with this group so far? The group and the players and the coaches?
Yeah, I think, obviously being a new guy, it's pretty easy to see the culture that's been established here. I think with Marty coming in and the group that they brought in to kind of piece this thing together, it's a very close group. I think that's probably the thing I've noticed the most. Off the ice, very close. Everyone gets along, everyone always there for each other, and it's a good thing to see coming into a new team.
Marty was saying yesterday that he wants to ease you in a certain way, not put too much responsibility, putting you at center right away. Do you feel that it's important for you to get going and learn throughout this process and not be thrown in too quickly, I would say?
Yeah, I think so. Definitely getting used to a new system, but at the same time, I don't think myself personally, I'm not really looking to ease into this team or this system. I'm ready to kind of get going right off the start and kick off right where I want to be at the start and not ease my way into it. I think that's what kind of player I want to be here, and don't want to take too much time to prove that.
What kind of fit do you have with your line mates?
I think it's a great fit, and I think we got a lot of different skill sets on the line. All guys that can skate. Slav and Doc are both pretty big bodies that can control the puck down low, and with my speed and that, I think we all kind of complement each other pretty well, and I think it's gonna be a fun line to be a part of.
Thanks,
guys. This exhibition was probably one of the first times we played together. So he's awesome to play with. He's solid. He talks a lot. He's got such a good stick. He's so good defensively, and awesome guy off the ice too. So it's fun to play with him. I'm excited to play with him tomorrow and see how it goes. So.
Simple question for you. What is your main strength and one thing you want to improve?
I think my skating is probably my biggest strength, and try to use that to my advantage as much as I can. And then what comes with that is probably one of my weaknesses is making plays at high speed. I think sometimes I can get going pretty quick and have the puck on my stick, and then it's just making a play at that type of speed and kind of not getting tunnel vision out there. So I feel like that's something I've been trying to work on all summer, and just something that I also think comes with time and maturity too. So hopefully that gets better over the years. So, thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Merci.
Attention on it. Would you say that you're more ready than you were maybe a year ago to face this kind of challenge? And without saying that you weren't before, just how much did you grow knowing that this opportunity is coming?
Yeah, I've definitely learned a lot over the last couple of years under this coaching staff to involve my game. Not only being a north-south player, but being able to make plays, knowing when to use my speed, and obviously, playing with these two tomorrow, there's going to be different times when you want to use your speed and when you have to slow down and kind of let them do their thing and fill in those areas that need to be filled in. So I think we're looking forward to the challenge tomorrow night, and I think we're all excited.
Josh, what do you see as your role with those two?
Thank you, Josh.
I mean, not changing too much. Obviously, I think the most important thing is, where do I have to be with when I don't have the puck, and how can I support them? Obviously, those two guys want to go and feed off each other, and how can I contribute to that and connect well and be balanced at the same time, and I'm looking forward to the challenge tomorrow.
When you see the other side of Cole Caulfield and just his skill set, what comes to mind when you think of the kind of player he is when you're out there with him?
Energetic. He's, no matter what night it is of the week, no matter what team we're playing, the opponent, he gets up for every game and brings that fire each and every night. And I think that he just pulls not only older guys but younger guys into that battle with him. And that's what we need, is positive energy. And sometimes when you don't have it, you got to find ways to do other things to help the team win.
Cole is clearly a goal scorer. How much does it mean for a team to have that weapon, a guy who is identified as feared throughout the league as somebody who can put the puck in the net?
Yeah, obviously, he's a threat out there. Anytime he has the puck on his stick, and obviously we're going to try to give him the best opportunity to for him to bury one. Anytime he gets open, like I said, he's very, very dangerous, and he's got a heavy shot. So we'll see if we can find him a few times tomorrow night.
Your offensive numbers are extremely consistent from year to year, especially since you've been here in Montreal. Do you feel like this is the player that you are? Do you feel like there's more in you, and when you get an assignment like you will tomorrow to be with
Yeah, I think as a player, you always think there's more. You don't ever want to stop growing, and you want to always get better in this league. And I think, even though that my numbers each year are consistent, I think that I can bring other things to the game and help contribute on both sides of the puck. And like I said before, I'm looking forward to the challenge tomorrow night, and ready to compete.
Love that the optimism around the team.
Bonjour tout le monde. Martin n'est pas là?
Non, il se prépare pour venir prendre l'avion.
OK. Il a déjà tout son stock.
D'abord, j'ai juste envie de te demander comment tu te sens comme coach de finalement commencer le premier match. Les joueurs ont tous l'air excités. Jake Allen parlait il a beau avoir de l'expérience, mais il y a quand même ça en lui. Comment tu te sens d'être finalement rendu là?
Ben, tu sais, c'est un joueur de hockey, genre, la première game, c'est comme Noël, tu sais, là. T'as hâte à ça. C'est l'anticipation, puis là, on est là. Fait que, ouais, c'est beaucoup d'excitement.
On a vu des pratiques en avantage numérique. Écoute, on essaie de voir les formations depuis quelques jours. On a vu aujourd'hui Caulfield s'entraîner sur les deux unités. Est-ce que ça pourrait faire partie de...
On travaillait sur notre piqué.
OK, simplement.
Ça n'a aucun rapport.
Martin, tu as dû parler avec Éric Raymond les dernières heures, mais qu'est-ce qui a fait pencher la balance pour donner le premier départ à Jake Allen?
Ben, les informations, toutes les évaluations, moi, je trouve que Jake nous donne la meilleure chance demain, ce premier match-là. Puis, Manté va faire une grosse partie de notre succès cette année. Là. Fait que c'est pas... puis il sait, puis Manté sait que je crois en lui beaucoup. Mais pour ce premier match-là, je trouvais que Jake nous donne la meilleure chance. Mais comme je dis, Manté, il va faire une grosse partie de notre succès cette année.
On parle souvent des jeunes depuis quelques semaines, jeunes défenseurs. J'ai l'impression que Kaiden Guhle, sans qu'on s'en rende compte, est souvent écarté de l'équation. On le considère comme un jeune vétéran. On dirait, est-ce que tu as le même feeling? C'est quoi tes attentes pour lui cette année?
Ben, mes attentes, c'est la même chose. C'est un joueur qui joue avec beaucoup de maturité. Fait que c'est continuer à grandir comme joueur. Puis c'est toujours pour les jeunes joueurs, c'est la constance. Puis c'est aller chercher cette constance-là. Puis il est bon là-dedans. C'est continuer.
À Kovacevic ce matin, puis je lui ai demandé carrément s'il voyait un potentiel de défenseur numéro 1 qui est là, puis il a dit à 100%. Il y a tellement d'indicatifs qui m'encouragent. Tu vois-tu la même chose en tant que, tu sais, on a vu des gros défenseurs?
Oui, non, il n'y a pas tort. Puis ces choses, tu peux pas forcer ça. Ça va arriver organiquement. Fait que, non, il y a un bon futur.
Alexis, Mackenzie et Charles Perron.
Martin, je sais que c'est peut-être une question délicate, là, mais si je te demande, c'est quoi les chances qu'Arthur Jokai joue demain contre Toronto?
Qui?
Arthur Jokai.
On va voir demain. Là.
Des chances qu'il joue?
Ben, il fait partie du roster.
Pas présent.
Non? OK. Ouais, je suis sûr qu'il va faire partie du roster.
Salut Martin. Just as you look ahead for the projection of the season, a healthy Cole Caulfield, what he can accomplish, is 50 goals, do you see in the realm for him this season?
Yeah, I mean, is it possible? Yes. But, I mean, it's not something that we're focusing on. You know, if Cole ends up scoring 50, you know, I'm not going to be as impressed as the 50 goals that he scored, but, you know, how is he playing the game and how is he impacting the game on both sides of the puck? And so, you know, yeah, I definitely think that it's a possibility, but, you know, to me, that's just focusing on the result. And we, you know, like our team, we kind of focus on the process, and that stuff just happens as a side effect, so.
For the game tomorrow night, what do you hope to see from your group in that first game against Toronto?
I want to see us competing, you know, and knowing that we're not going to be perfect, but just competing, you know. And I think if we do that and we play connected on the ice and balance, you know, I think I'll be happy.
Take 3 more. Welcome, Sean.
Martin, what are your expectations for this team?
I mean, I feel I've answered that like so many times. You know, is to grow.
L'an passé, match d'ouverture, vous arrivez ici, match très émotif contre Toronto, vous gagnez. David Savard qui finit avec 9 tirs bloqués. En quoi, avec le recul, tu penses que ça a contribué à donner le ton à ce qu'elle devenait, puis de façon générale, un match d'ouverture? Est-ce que
ça t'aide à avoir un bon début de saison. Puis je pense l'année passée, on n'avait pas gagné une game d'exhibition. Puis, on était allé chez un gros match. Puis ça nous a aidé à avoir un bon départ. Fait que c'est ça qu'on cherche.
Juste pour la connexion Guhle-Kovacevic, je parlais à Kaiden Guhle puis il m'a parlé à quel point c'était naturel quand ils ont commencé à jouer ensemble. Est-ce que c'est ce genre de connexion-là que tu as senti que peut-être que tu t'attendais moins puis que tout à coup, en les mettant ensemble, tu sens que c'est naturel?
C'est un peu de leur propre camp individuellement. Puis ça nous a dirigés dans cette direction-là. Puis on a été contents de ce qu'on a vu quand on joue ensemble. OK, merci.